Now that we are going on a new trip, quite a long one, we have to think through a better name to this trip, like how we always put a name to all our other trips, right? So have you thought through something?
I was thinking, where all we are going? We are going to the south, then we are driving to the east. What have you thought?
Yeah, we are going to the south, couple of destinations from there. We are moving up north and east. So I was thinking more of a eastern escapade.
What are we escaping from?
The heat of Hyderabad.
But you are driving to the heat of Kolkata. No, that's not going to work.
So what
Anything
have you
else?
thought through?
I was thinking summer diaries.
No, we're not writing a diary here.
No.
We're more about vlogging, not blogging.
That's also true. No, but diaries are cliche. I think people.
So
will
then
be
what
like,
should we call it?
Summer escapades. No, that is also southeastern express.
No, doesn't make sense. Hey, keep the mobile. What are you doing on the
What
mobile
is
for so
it,
long? Huh?
Suggest something.
Suggest something. No, participate here.
Participate. Suggest something.
Don't keep
So
on looking at the mobile.
southeastern express hobe na acha. Tale what we can say. Summer.
Oh no!
Hello everyone and welcome to yet another podcast from the Bong Wanderers. In this podcast, we are going to touch base on different topics. We are going to talk about travel as a medium in your life. We are going to talk about our Summer Chronicles. Yes, we have a name to the series.
Finally, we have a name to the series.
And where we went and how you can also plan such trips. Yeah, that's pretty much we are going to cover. So stay with us till the end of our podcast. We are now a 10,000 strong family, and love you, our dear subscribers, for showing so much of faith, trusting us, and supporting us. And thank you to the early subscribers who were mostly our friends and family, who kind of went ahead and subscribed to us and supported us and motivated us. So you know who you are. Thank you, and thank you to the bigger family as well.
I think by the time this podcast releases, which is going to take a little bit of time, as you know, we are working, you might see us even more than 10,000, 11,000, God forbid. But this is as of 21st of May 2024 that this vlog is getting recorded.
Yeah. So we are grateful. We are thankful to Almighty, and we are grateful and we are thankful to you as well. And as vloggers, we have also decided, although we are a very small family, but we have decided that we will start giving back to our subscribers and viewers with something meaningful to help in their day-to-day life in whatever way we could. And
from our personal experiences, right? On this podcast, we're going to touch upon a very sensitive topic that goes by mental health. We will share with you how travel helped us heal mental health, and we thought of talking it openly with all of you, so that it might somehow, some way, somewhere help some of you, heal your own mental health as well. This is a very, very important topic today, especially sided away by people, but this is very important that we should talk about.
Pandemic has changed all of us in some way or other. In one of our earlier podcasts, we talked about how this pandemic changed us as a family, in the sense, more so changed me, and how I overcame my fears and finally went on to go for road trips. The pandemic also did certain other things to us. Like most of you, or many of you, we as a family also got affected by COVID, and we all got COVID. I think it was the second wave.
Second wave.
It was the second wave.
2021 December, January.
Yeah. We all got COVID, and yes, there was a lot of physical pain which was associated with fever and all other symptoms that COVID gives you. We also went through a whirlwind of emotions during that time. The physical pain went, but it was the mental pain, the trauma that stayed.
And the trauma was not created by COVID, it was by the environment in which COVID happened to us.
Yeah. We were, when we had COVID, we were surrounded by closed ones. We were not all by ourselves. But even then, we were alone. We did not get the love and care that people expect they would get when they are unwell. I think all of us expect that. By God's grace, we had our son's nanny, who, so there is this phrase, right, and I'm going to say this in Hindi. I don't want to translate it and take away the beauty
Soul
of that. Yeah, Bhagwan agar kuch lete hai to dete bhi hai, right? So while our closed ones distance themselves, some of our very close friends kind of distance themselves. In all that, God said, okay, I am there with you, my child, don't worry. And it was our son's nanny who was there, and who became the God for us.
Who became the godmother. Took care of the family. Took
care of all of us, and all three of us were unwell. Okay, yeah. All three of us were
at the same time.
At the same time. And she took care of us, and she did everything. She ran pillar to post, from medicine to food to everything. So help came from unexpected quarters, because she would have been the first one to run away. Yeah. Her name is Bijli. So Bijoli in Bengali. So wherever you are, I'm going to say this in Bengali so that if she happens to bounce into our podcast, she gets to understand what I say. Bijoli, tumi amader jonno ja korecho. Love you. তোমাকে কোনোদিন ভুলবো না, and তুমি সব সময় আমাদের কাছে fairy godmother হয়েই থাকবে. So yeah, she would be an angel to us for the rest of our lives.
Bijli, as the name you might be able to understand in Hindi, also means electricity, right? Actually came to us as a ray of hope, a ray of light that took us out of that dark phase and brought us back into our lives. And how?
So in the middle of all this, we all were hugely affected. I think to the level of depression, agony,
anxiety,
helplessness. Yeah, we went through an array of emotions. There was lot of grief. There was trauma. Of course,
there was rejection.
Yeah.
Feeling of failure. Right? All those things actually crossed our minds.
Different kind of behavior from very closest ones. I mean, from whom one would never expect. And
closest family members, friends, relatives, right? And close circles as well.
Who kind of distance themselves from us, as if, I mean, of course, we had a very, at that point it was quite a scary moment. We all understand that, but still, whatever it is, I think what our son's nanny taught us, and we learned a lot from her, by the way, that humanity precedes all. You don't need to go to a fancy school, you don't need to pass degrees to be a human. And that's what she taught us. Be human above everything else. And you know what? I think after 1 or 2 days, when he was feeling a little better, we asked her, the nanny, that, are you not scared? Because we were also medicating her as per the doctor's advice. She was taking the medications. And we asked her, are you not scared like others? Don't you want to go back to your village? You know what she said? She said, as a human, you three, I can see that you three are suffering. How can I leave you like this and run away? I'll not be able to sleep at night. someone who didn't go to school, who didn't have proper education, who don't know how to speak, what to speak, says things like this. I think the point here is to share with you what we went through, and I'm very sure many of you went through this. Many of you, and our heart goes out to you.
Better or worse?
Better or worse. I know many people who have even lost their closed ones, and we are very grateful to God that we were able to, brave it,
and we did not pass it to anyone else, thankfully.
Yeah.
So no guilt there, at least.
Yeah. But it was a very difficult moment. It was a very difficult situation. We were better physically, but we were shattered as a family mentally, me and him particularly, because our kid was very small to understand all of that, to a point that we even sought professional help to come out of this state of mind, because it was a deep rooted
hatred, negative mindset, right? Revenge seeking attitude,
those were the
temper
things.
issues,
Yeah.
All of that. And see, this is very common today, by the way. Some people talk about them, some don't, but it's very, very common. And there is way out of it.
Yeah. And I think this was there, and then add to that, we are also working, so we have our own stress at work. We have stress of managing chores at home by ourselves. We have a little one to take care. We have a furry baby to take care. As a mother and as a father, we have also our guilts of not being able to spend as much time as we want with our little one and furry baby. So all this kind of boiled up inside, and it came out, and we had a very difficult time, guys. We had a very difficult phase. The months that followed after our COVID were extremely, I think, probably the toughest time that we had as a couple or as a family. Maybe our son got affected because of us. Maybe we were not able to give him the kind of love and warmth that probably we can give him now. So one of
but he was mature enough to understand that as well. So thank you.
Yeah, touch wood. One thing that came up from our discussions was that what liberates you? What do you think liberates you, right? And you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So I think with me, I always wanted to travel. And to me, travel was not the destination but the journey. The journey that is not, you get onto a flight and you reach the destination. It's more of enjoying the landscape, enjoying the route. So it was road trip or bike trip or, even walking, camping, all of that. I think what the facilitator told us is that do whatever you like to do whatever you have not been able to do, right? Yeah. So that's one way we looked at a different kind of lifestyle, a different kind of way to life.
I think we realized that this is it. Seize the day, my friend. You don't know what tomorrow brings to you. So whatever you wish to do it today. If you can, don't keep it till tomorrow. And if you are scared of something, I think this is the time to overcome your fears and give it a try. Travel was always a destination travel for me. It was more like a lift and shift. I will take a flight, go to a destination. I'm a fan of the sun and the sand and the sea. So it was always a seaside destination mostly. And just check into a luxurious hotel, spend some time and come back. So it was probably keeping your stress away for 2-3 days and coming back and getting into the stress. So it was just escaping for 2-3 days and then come back into the same hole, right? What happened was when I first did my road trip to Kolkata, it had its own share of difficulties because it was our first road trip. But when the question was asked that what liberates you, right? I think that whole process, the journey to the destination, changing landscapes, changing climate, changing vegetation, being part of someone's daily life for few seconds when you are peeping out of your window and seeing someone doing some chores in their house. I think that's something else. And that...
what also changed is vacation was not only a destination.
Yeah.
Vacation became the experience.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
was the experience to the destination.
Yeah.
The destination in our own way, not visiting those tick mark or tick box stuff. And I think that as a whole gave us a new sense of belonging, a new sense of excitement and way to life.
Yeah. And you know, one such road trip which we took, and I just lowered the window pane. We were driving on the highway, and that was probably the first road trip which I willingly opted for, a first of its kind. For those who know me, a huge leap of faith. And I lowered the window pane and I soaked in the fresh air, and with all those emotions pent up, I just couldn't hold back my tears. It just happened. I just cried, howled, and what else could be more liberating, right? And now for you, it could be something else,
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't have to be travel.
It doesn't have to be travel.
Or drive.
Or a drive, right? However, try this, right? Rather than going for a destination vacation, rather than spending a lot on a retail therapy as they call, right? Try going for a road trip. Try to experience this journey, the roads. Because what happens is when you come back, although you come back to your daily mundane life, you still come back with a lot more fresh mind, with more energies, more oxygen in your body. And that's what traveling by road does. And what happens is when you travel by road, you be part of the huge landscapes
Environment.
and environment and everything. You feel like your problem is so small. Whatever you went through is so small. When you look around, when you see people, when you see some people's struggles, when you feel way of life, you feel like if the AC is switched off in your car, you are sweating, and then you see a farmer sweating it out on a field. We feel ashamed. We're like, oh my God, and we are complaining of these things, and that really helped us to let go of whatever grief or grievances we had. It really, really helped us, to let go. And it is very important. If you are having your own mental health issues, please seek professional help. That is extremely important. Please do not be ashamed of talking about it. Or do not even feel ashamed that you are going through that emotion. Guys, it's absolutely fine to feel lost, to feel you have no purpose in life, to feel you are in a depression mode. It's absolutely fine. Trust me, 90% of us feel like that, okay? So you are not uncommon or special or unique. You are absolutely normal. It's absolutely okay to talk about it. Talk about it. Share it with your closest one. Someone whom you know will not judge you, right? Who will accept you the way you are. Talk to that person. Seek professional help and find that answer, that what liberates you.
Do something other than what you do every day.
Yeah.
Do something other than slogging out at your work. That will always be there wherever you go. All companies are same. All designations are same. All roles are same. It's you as a human being who can add value to whatever you do. So take time out. It's your life. You need to live it.
So the reason we talked about it at length, some of you might feel bored of why we are talking about our thing for hours and hours, but the only reason is we want you to have that courage to talk about your issues as well. We want to motivate you. We want to give you the strength and courage to talk about your challenges as well. And that's why it took a lot, right,
for us
to come out and talk about it. We had been discussing about it for quite some time.
Whether or not.
whether or not to share
To
this.
be or not to be.
But I think we finally decided that, okay, this is something we have to give. And if we have to give, we have to preach, we have to be honest of what we shared. We are mortals, we are like you, we have our own positive, negative emotions.
More negatives than positives, I think.
But how we deal with it, end of the day, how we deal with it and still survive, because we have to. We cannot give up. That is never an option.
No one can.
No one can, but you will get to a point where you will think of giving up, and that is where we want you to stop thinking about it and do something about it. And that's why we have come up and come out openly on this. And give travel a chance. Try to travel by road, and that's all. That's all we wanted to share in this segment. Hope it helped you. Do let us know what liberates you. All right. What our Summer Chronicles will help you is, will help you get the different pit stops or the route that you would take towards Kolkata. So if you are traveling from Hyderabad to Kolkata, this is going to help you. If you are traveling from Bangalore to Kolkata, this is going to help you. If you are traveling from Chennai to Kolkata, this is going to help you as well. Let's hear it from...
And if you are traveling from Vizag to Kolkata also, it's going to help you. Bhubaneswar to Kolkata as well.
So let's hear from the captain of our ship on how you can basically plan these travels in a very brief way, because the vlogs are there to help you with more detailed information.
The beaten route from Hyderabad to Kolkata is Hyderabad to Vizag, Vizag to Kolkata. Some people do Hyderabad to Vijayawada, Vijayawada to Bhubaneswar, Bhubaneswar to Kolkata, right? Now, this will also depend on the pit stops that you're taking, the hotels that you're choosing. If you're a pet family or not, you do not have good pet-friendly options in Vijayawada. So like for us, Vijayawada is out of question, okay?
So for pet families, you are suggesting that they should travel from
no
Hyderabad to Vizag and Vizag to
Kolkata.
But they can also...
Bhubaneswar also.
Yeah, if you can't drive such a long distance, 870...
it's up to you, 875, 880. So you can make pit stops in Bhubaneswar as well, because Bhubaneswar also has good options which is pet friendly, right? They have a Vivanta where we generally stay if we are stopping there. Now if you are traveling from Bangalore to Vizag is a mammoth 1100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Though it is majorly good roads and most of the people does it in one stretch, but we do not recommend so much of driving or traveling with pet and family on the same day. It might not be suitable for everyone's body, everyone's capacity.
Yeah.
Like it is not for us, we know it very well.
We can't do it.
So we didn't do it.
Yeah, we can't do it.
So what you can do to travel from Bangalore to Kolkata is, you can travel from Bangalore to Tirupati. You can take a stop there. There are some good properties. There are pet-friendly properties also, but we didn't find it great. Then from Tirupati to Vizag and Vizag to Kolkata, right? Or Vizag to Bhubaneswar and Bhubaneswar to Kolkata, depending upon how you want to drive. The other thing that we figured out, and yes, in overall kilometer coverage this will be more, but pit stop wise this will be better, is that Bangalore to Chennai, Chennai to Vizag and Vizag to Kolkata, right? You can break down again depending upon your necessity. You can break down at Vijayawada, you can break down in Bhubaneswar, depending upon your need, your family, pet friendly or not, whatever, right? But these are options that you generally take. So we basically figured out multiple options that we can actually take. And this also gave us a quick 3-day beach vacation that the wife so very much wanted. So the wife was happy, life was also happy.
So yeah, I mean, stay tuned for our vlogs on all these routes. You would get to know the road conditions, you would get to know the routes we take, you would get to know the places we stayed, and
roads
how
we covered, washroom breaks,
everything.
some beautiful restaurants we actually discovered on the way, which we will showcase to you
in our vlogs. So wait for those vlogs and watch out this space for more such content coming up on your TV screen or on your mobile screen soon. Do let us know if this is helping you. Do let us know what else you want. We have done this or started doing this based on some of your suggestions. So thank you so much. We want to hear more from you. On that note, this is Bong Wanderers signing off. Thank you again for all your support, love, motivation. Be with us, and we want to grow our family. So touch wood, amen to that. Until our next vlog, keep loving us, keep supporting us. Bye-bye.
Ha!